Welcome back to another live on We Rebuildz. I think last time I did a live was Sunday, and the other day I did do a small one where I ran it for a couple minutes. So this side of the tent doesn't look bad. It's just I think there's like one spot that I needed to get some stuff out. The other side, I just needed to pull the tint down some more because there you could see like the line or the bottom of the tint right there. But so far, it's good. I would try to do the windshield, but it wouldn't make sense because I realized that it wouldn't make sense to do the windshield because the windshield is cracked. So I'll just tint that when I'm installing the new windshield and stuff. So I did get a whole bunch of um new pieces that we have in this bag. So more than likely we're gonna have the more than likely we're gonna have it install the camera inside of here, and then we should be good with that. So this is like the undershield for the bottom of the bumper. So before I install this, I'm gonna make sure I would say I'm gonna make sure I wash not wash take out the other set of oil, and then we could put back the liquid moly engine oil inside of the car, since we're done, because we had the extra oil like kind of filtering through the system already. All of these are some of the little small pieces. This, I don't know if they missed a screw or it's just an extra bag that they give me. Yeah, so what I might do is pack all the parts that I'm gonna give the gentleman, and we go from there. So I'm gonna see if I could load this box up, but most of the plastic pieces that I've gotten is I've already kind of installed some of them, but so remember how I was saying we didn't have these pieces, so I did install these pieces, and it come up to right there. So that piece is installed. Put the other little brackets back inside of the bumper. You have one right here and one back here, as you can see, right, that spot right there. These I made sure to install them. And then we got this piece. So we have basically some of the stuff already, and then I end up getting this side. Remember this piece, I end up buying it used. So that's actually about it. I'm actually thinking to see if I could get another hood, but the hood that I see somebody have it for $100. The only piece that I want from the hood though is this little padding, because since ours have a big hole right there, I just wanted to get that and the heat shield that goes down there. But yeah, I'm gonna have to take the bumper back off and see if we could get some other things done as well. So I'm gonna take the bumper off and see what else we could kind of like do to it right now. That's not really much. And then, oh, and I can move, pack up all of the rest of this stuff that I'm gonna give the guy over here. Good. Hey, good for you. If it was stolen 2 days ago, but this one's definitely not yours. All right. So, what are you about to do is I'm gonna see if I can take this bumper off. Since I already packed most of the parts that I'm gonna give away, it's gonna be in that box. Those are like extra stuff that I have from the other car that I have, the parts car, and I think so. The rest of the parts that I have, I don't think, because I end up giving him one of the other pieces like this, and I think I bought that brand new, and this one that I have is not damaged. So, and it's still, and I think it's new as well. So, uh, I'm gonna stop talking because now we gotta I gotta take my time to pull this bumper off again. But this was the test fit it. Now, once I take it off, I don't know if I'm gonna do it tonight, but I have to paint the reinforcement bar so that you can't really see that there is a, say, what is it, aluminum behind it or whatever. So I'm gonna get something to spread around the floor and we get started on that. Hey, crazy gaming. Yo, what's going on? You know, trying to. I know the time is probably like late for y'all. It's probably like 12 something on your time right now. Yeah. What kind of truck did you get? 1226. What's that? 03 GMC. So what you gonna do with that one now? What kind of plans you have for it? Camera. I need to find somewhere to route this camera as well. Hey, so that means you struck golden, bro. You struck golden because now you don't even have to spend a whole bunch of money to do like anything else to it, honestly. Since it has everything that you want, honestly. All right. What did I say I need to do on this? Oh, the bumper. I kind of lost my my chain of thought. All right, so I think all right. So it's this side. This side doesn't have that little piece in, so that's what I ordered from Audi. So this side has it. 250 miles. Hey, you don't see them making vehicle that could go that long anymore. Is it running good though, perfectly and everything, no issues? I hope y'all could see. 4.8, yo, that's a sweet one. Honestly, ain't gonna lie. All right, so I got this piece of metal in. All right, so now y'all could see that I should be able to start screwing. I could screw basically the bumper, not the bracket, but now I could put screws inside of the bumper and whatever. Oh, okay. It's down on a little bit of power, so you probably like do a little bit of stuff to it to like get back up in some power, in a sense. Oh, I just remembered that I need to fix these wires right here. This is for the camera. So now I know the camera is working 100% correct. I need to fix these wires. Just kind of, just make it look really nice. I know the wire is long because I cut too much wires from the other car. But now I know what. Well, that is true though, because you know, the road, the road is, you know, a long and you know, the road could take you anywhere, honestly, to be honest with you. But you just got to do it a step at a time. All right, let me disconnect these. I'm gonna disconnect this you know, I feel kind of risky tonight. I might stand out here and paint the front of this car, honestly. Not the car, the reinforcement bar. All right. Yeah, well, it depends too, because if you know, if it breaks and whatever, and you're ready to rebuild it, you could just do that down the road. So, I mean, I'll just drive it. I would drive it until once issues start popping up, and you know. But if it's everything that you want, I know that's golden. That's basically money for you, because you've been wanted, or you've been looking for that though. Alright, so I have a couple things with this bumper that I need to tweak a little bit. So I have a couple of things I need to tweak on this bumper. I also need to find out something else too. Now, I used to have an Xbox. Now I have a PlayStation. And I'm gonna be honest. And I'm gonna be honest with you, even though I have a PlayStation, all my boys every day they tell me like, yo, at this point it doesn't even make sense to have one. It's just taking up space because I don't I'm not online any at all. I was like, hey, because I'm always working on my car. Yeah, yeah, you're more than likely could get a really cheap engine. So you more than likely could get a really cheap engine with that car. I think this is the right side. Yeah, this is the right side. Just want to see something. Okay. So I have a piece that I need to buy. Well, I probably could leave for later. Uh, G920. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even know what is that. Yeah, I'm not kind of like the gamer that I used to be anymore. No, this is not the RS4. This is the S5. We just end up getting the aftermarket grill. Oh, it's a racing simulator? Oh, okay. Man, if you would have said it's a pilot simulator, I would have been like, okay, we need to talk. I'm thinking about getting into that pilot thing, but I don't know yet 100%. All right. So it looks like the bottom of the bumper clips into this. So more than likely I'm gonna have to take out the stands that I have to put the bumper on it. Yeah, these are so these are brand new rims because I think was it 2 years ago I bought it on some Black Friday sale. I think I paid $300 for two. I want to say things like $300 for two. I think, and then these two back ones they weren't damaged. I thought, but these two back ones were on the other side. I mean, I'm not really like a quattro guy, honestly. Most of my boys, they love Audi and Volkswagen. I'm more of a BMW type of guy, but at the time, I basically bought this car to, put it on the channel to basically show another car that I was rebuilding. But it's not too bad. I will say, with the same year Beamer, you'll probably be doing I wouldn't say a lot more, but this kind of gives more feature. It's just like a middle ground, I would say, between I would say it's a middle ground between a BMW and a Mercedes, because BMW took a while before they updated their whole interior. You know, but to me, honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. I love Beamers. Like I think that's what I have a love for. That's why even when I epoxy these floors, that's why I did it like in the colors, cause I just honestly love BMWs. Yeah, E92. That's a lot of people favorite one. E92 is a lot of guys' favorite one, to be honest with you. Woo, woo. You said two valve technology. Yeah, the E90, the E21 best sounded. All right, so on this aftermarket bumper, right, you could see that they put double-sided tape on this side. I just used two more different side of double-sided tape. All right, bro. Hey, be safe. I'll talk to you again another time when you pop up on the live. Hey, and congrats again on that new truck, because I know you've been waiting on that thing. So, but hey, we'll talk later though. So this piece of the bumper, I'm gonna have to either see if I could sand it down, or not the bumper, the grill. See if I could sand down a little bit of it so it kind of sits more flush in here. Yeah, that M5 V10. Plus, I know those. Yeah, I know that V10 is troublesome too. At the same time. All right. I'm trying to figure out. Trying to figure out how does this thing goes on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, no problem, bro. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. It looks like this is probably the wrong one because this says A5 base. But I would hope that they both do the same thing though. Honestly, it looks like the wrong thing they sent me. Or it goes all the way down like this. Just trying to figure out if it is the correct side that I'm doing it with too, to make sure that it's going in correctly. So I could just have a couple of things done. Okay. Oh, so it is correct because I see that all the holes line up back here. So all I gotta do is basically get it pushed and it's slapped right here. And do the same for the other side. Yeah, so this goes under here, and then I think I bought some screws, so I might could put some of the screws in there. These screws look might be a little bit too big. I don't think they are. Or maybe they're just the right size. All right, so we got that piece on. I'm about to put the screws in. And then while I put the screws in, the screws are gonna go on this side. So you see all these holes at the bottom? Those are where the screws are gonna go in. 2, 3, 4. Well, it looks like they might have gave me the wrong screws. Yeah, it looks like they might have gave me the wrong screws. So let me see if I could find some other screws that I have laying around out of the 100 screws that I have, to see if I could find something to actually go in there and get the job done. Try this one. I know, some feel like some wants to go in and some don't. All right, so those 4 just went in, the bottom right there. So we know the other pieces should clip in to the other screws or whatever clips into here. Now I don't know what goes on top, but I think the only thing that I have over here, and this piece holds them, I think. So I don't know if it goes on the other side or what. And then basically you slowly screw them in. So, and it should be 3 spots, I think. Well, this has more because this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. So I don't know, maybe I could be wrong with some of the pieces. All right, the next other thing I was saying earlier about this bumper or the grill, we're gonna kind of have to file down this piece so we kind of can sit down properly. So what I'm gonna do is see if there's a way to kind of like rub down this side. See if I could rub down that side a little. All right, so that looks a lot better. And the double-sided tape is on it. So, but now it doesn't feel as hard to clip in and clip out. So that is good. Now the other kind of troubling part is that we have to deal with now is the, hold on, give me a second. Let me kind of like keep the place clean. Kind of gather some tools away a little bit. So this is the camera that goes in here, all right? Now I have 2 things in the back of my mind what I could do, right? One is either I shave down one of these sides or each of these sides and we basically get it screwed in 100%. And in here, right? Or because I think I'm more than likely gonna need, which and I didn't buy those screws. So I just have to see whatever screws I have laying around I could use to basically run one long screw from like right through here that goes to here, and we have it screwed down. Now the only other thing is this is this is the OEM. The aftermarket, they kind of like shift it over in a sense, and due to the way how they shift it over, it kind of makes it difficult to line it up with this hole, right? So my other thing is, which I don't want to use any zip ties because that's going to just make it look tacky, honestly. And, you know, people are just going to look at it like, hey, you know, you couldn't, you know, do right by it or whatever. So what I'm thinking is either, because if these two holes line up perfectly, what I probably could do is just probably like either rub some of this side down and then have it slip in correctly, and then we're just gonna have to find a long screw. Now for this side of the things, since this doesn't line up, then I might could put a screw right here and zip tie it right there, but nobody would be able to see the zip tie. Or I just get some glue to make sure that, hey, and then just basically glue in the whole bracket itself so it doesn't go nowhere, and try that as well. So what I'm gonna try to do is see if I could rub down those sides, and so I gotta get my tools out again and then see if I could be able to get that down and then call that a day. All right, now it looks like I'm kind of in the money, but I just want to make sure. I need to probably sand it down a little bit more, and then see if I could get it 100% all the way down to hold inside of there. Now the other thing is they gave another round piece in the front so it could cover the camera. I honestly don't have that piece, so we're just gonna have to do without it. But I just want to make sure that this kind of could go down in it 100%. And then I'm gonna have to see if I could, because I totally forgot to buy those screws from Audi. So we'll just have to see what we could do. Yeah, so this is what you kind of like have to go through when you buy some of the stuff aftermarket, because now I have to like kind of like makeshift couple things, fix other things. All right, let me see. All right, that honestly looks perfect. Now, the only other option is we can't get it 100% seated properly. So what I'm gonna try to do is just rub down each of these right here, and then kind of rub it down just to have like a little, like how you have that slant inside of right here, so that it could even have a more comfortable position to slide in right there. And then the camera is just right inside. We plug everything up, and then basically we will be done with this side of things. The only other thing that is going to be left for us to do, I mean, there's I would say with so many plastics and so many cars, it's just cost cutting. Honestly, you just have to look at it like that. It's cheaper for them to have so much plastic, because a lot of them, they know, and then most of the time it's like they build it so much plastic that it has to fail, and then technically you have to come back to them to come get something serviced, something fixed. That's the nature of the beast. Honestly, everybody wants to make a dollar. That's the only thing about with these things. Honestly speaking, just hit my finger. But yeah, I'm trying to. That's the only thing. The Fiat, I haven't really looked into those cars, to be honest with you. I haven't looked in them. So probably the only part that's probably gonna be left on this bumper next is to it's a little kind of piece that basically clips in to right here, or not only clips in, it connects to this, I think, this side of the bumper, and it just basically to push enough air to cool down the brakes, or help cool down the brakes. All right, I think we have a perfect match right here. Yep. So we have a perfect match right here. Everything, it's kind of, yep. So with this, then I would say it is good. Now, with these additional pieces that I said we have right here, I could probably just like put a screw right here, put a screw right here, and put a screw right here, and either have zip tie to go right here or here, or I could just make a bracket, but not a plastic bracket, a metal bracket, and just run a metal bracket from this side to right here, and then just basically have screws on both sides holding it in place so it doesn't move, instead of zip ties, and making it look more professional, honestly speaking. So we've got those things done. So the next thing is to see what else is left, what else I could do, and then go from there. Yes, so the RS5 and the S5 have the same brakes, and I think that's what it is for, because these brakes right here, you probably can't even really see them because the rim, but it is some huge brakes right there. So that is what that part is there for. Now what I'm trying to do is trying to figure out the rest of the stuff that I need, because I know I have, and I was even thinking about giving the guy some of the parts. So I wanted to look at some of the stuff before I actually give him the whole thing, so I could see what exactly I might need. But I don't also think that, yeah, this car came in most of everything. It's just that yellow piece that I don't have. Because what I need to know is what's gonna go inside of right here when that time comes. So I should have one for basically both, or one for the top and one for the bottom for this side. Yeah. So one for the top and one for the bottom. Um, for this side, and then I probably need to do the same thing for the other side. So I should have, yeah, so see I have some of these yellow pieces up here, because I do have a bag of fastener that I took off the other parts car. So I have a whole bunch of fasteners and bolts and whatever inside. This one, I don't know where I got it from, but hopefully I think this, if I could find another one, hopefully I do. No, I don't. But if I could find another one like that, and if I do, then I could probably, if I'm gonna try to see if I could find another bolt like this, because if it's this long, it could probably go through here. And also too, what I'm thinking about as well is, because you see how right here it's just, there's nothing else there. What I'm thinking, more than likely on the original grill, I think the camera just basically screws into here. The camera basically screws into here, and then since the camera basically screws into here, the camera would just screw into here, and then right down here you have the clips, and it just clips in something. But what they probably have done is, and then let me see if because even if maybe if this even could go down in there, then we might have a winner where I wouldn't even have to do a whole bunch of stuff, and then that basically press against the camera. So I could try that too. So I'm gonna go get the camera real quick, and then we're gonna try that out and see if that works. All right, so we got the camera right here. The camera has to face like this, so you know it is in its correct place or whatever. All right, see how to disconnect this thing. All right, cool. So we just disconnected. All right, so as I said, this is not, the camera's not going, this is not the top and this not the top. So when you turn it like this is you know, it's gonna be, you could see everything that you need to see, right? So what I'm trying to see, if I use this instead, if it will work. And then as you could see, it's not gonna fit inside because the camera is all the way down. And then we have these two things. Now, another way I could do it is have it pressed down, because it's still going to be in a bracket housing in a sense. Because if you look at it, this is the original bracket housing it's in, right? So what I could do is still keep it like this in this bracket. Well, not the bracket housing, but just pull the front piece off. And then since this is aftermarket and they basically provide the piece, just basically put it down. It's just that now I'm gonna make sure I have to have the screws that are long enough to make sure it's holding on to it. So with any sudden movement or anything, it doesn't move and it stays in place where it needs to be, where it needs to stay. And then that eliminates me building a bracket and so on and so forth. So since we just solved that, now let me see if I could find two bolts to see if I could get that piece in. And plus in the back, you could see those slits hold the camera so it doesn't jump, jiggle or anything. Hold on, let me see if that will happen if it's in the casing. No, so it wouldn't happen if it's in the casing because the casing is basically holding it down or bracing it, so it shouldn't have that issue. All right, I'm trying to see if these will work. And if they do, then I could probably take them out. All right, cool. I'm gonna put some double-sided tape in there as well, just in case. Because the camera is gonna be sticking out in the front anyways. because we still gotta, because how they made it, we still gotta get that little round ring that they put in front of the camera also. All right, so I'm gonna put the double-sided tape around the edges of the camera. And this, the reason why I'm doing this is just to help it so, like in the event of like a bump on the road or something, then I still have something inside holding it firm, so it shouldn't be moving. But I'm just doing extra precautions because with this aftermarket grill, it just looks like I have to, because not all measurements to make sure it's 100% the same was like really, looked like wasn't really thought about like that. All right, so put another piece on it. All right, cool. Let's see if these are too long or they're just the right size. Or, hold on, let me see if I could find some washers to put over these. We kind of dig up some screws. Hold on, let me see if these could work. If they can't, I gotta see if I could find some more. All right, so I think everything is in. Nah, the Audi logo doesn't have any light. I didn't get that one. Because I've seen a couple of my friends, they did that one, and then like a couple of months after, the light goes out. So I was like, you know what, I'm not trying to do all that. So I'm not gonna lie. I would say after doing this, I would not go with a aftermarket grill. I really wouldn't. Or see if they're like research more on the grills and then see if you could get a better option in a sense. So I'm gonna see how it looks. It should be good, but let's see. All right. Now the only thing is, I don't know if I could kind of lean it. I kind of just want it point a little bit down some more. But I think due to how the camera set up anyways, we should be good. You know, I could even plug it on the car and then try it and see. But I mean, now there's a ring that's supposed to go around the edge of the camera. I don't think I have it. That came with this aftermarket grill. So that's the only thing. But you see the amount of stuff that we kind of have to fix with it just to make it kind of work perfectly in a sense, or work as nice as we can. Get it? So, but so we fixed this sensor. So now the sensor could clip in fine. We have dealt with this side of things. So the only thing is left now, we could basically plug back the wires into it. I didn't try to tighten it down too tight because, as I said, I didn't want to honestly, because you know me and tightening stuff, I'm always breaking them. So we should be good on this now. Yeah, I think that's it. Doesn't feel like it's going anywhere. I'm not trying to tell you. I'm gonna just leave it right there, so we don't have to tighten that. Yep. So it's pretty safe right there. Now plug this back in. It clips in perfect, and it's there tight. Now with this piece right here, I'm just gonna find somewhere to just clip it in, and that's its home. That spot is gonna be its home. All right, so that's where I plugged it on. So now we just have the rest of the white. So now the grill is pretty much done. The only thing that we'll probably need to do is just to test it tomorrow to make sure that we have a good enough visual of what's going on. What do you need me to paint? Why would I? This is an aftermarket grill, so it already has the. I got the black logo. The grill is black, so everything matches. And then the bumper inserts, I've already repainted them because the bumper inserts are black. So now what we have left is, and I'm more than likely gonna do it tomorrow, is we need to cover up the whole front of the car. And all we're gonna do is leave out this piece. Or I could do two things. I could paint it out of the car, which I really don't want to do. So more than likely what I'm gonna do is probably pull it back off the car. Pull these off the car, and then we take it off, and then we paint it. And then once we paint it, then we just put it back on the car. And that's pretty much everything for the front of the car. And then the front of the car is done. The only thing we have left, honestly, is to pull the two front wheels back off the car, pull the two front wheels off, finish splicing that wire correctly, pull the two front wheels up off the car, and we are going to put the car in the air and then see if we could fix that Freon line or that AC line that's running right there. And then once that is done, then that's it. That's it. Everything is done on it, and it's ready to go. And then we're just ready to make the next move. We're just putting everything back together, and that is it. So that's pretty much all I have to do on it tonight, or that's what I done. You see everything that we already took care of for the bumper. So the bumper is pretty much done. It's just to test it to see if the camera is in the right spot and we're getting perfect visual. We got this piece in from Audi, so that is on. We have the rest of the pieces over there. So we're just probably gonna put on everything else. What we're probably gonna do too is run it for a while. After we run it for a while, we're gonna bleed the engine oil out, put new engine oil in, and then that is done. And that's pretty much it. We're gonna have the new liquid moly back inside of it, and then that is it. And then the car is pretty much finished cosmetically. It's pretty much done. The only thing that I would say is left that I didn't buy, and I just realized that I need it, is those two little spots, the two little pieces that go right here. And it just basically makes the air from that rushes through here cool down the brakes. The other thing is I need to have one more piece on one of this. So I think I have the left side, I just need the right side. So, what I might change it, I don't know. Or we just ride this for now until we get the new ones to come in. And then everything should be done. But yeah, that's pretty much everything, because we got the camera installed. Camera is installed. We'll fix that spot where that sensor is at, and that is done. We put the bracket in the bumper. That is done. We don't need that anymore. And we put the bottom piece on the bumper. So basically tonight we just did a whole bunch of things to fix the bumper. Now the next thing is to see how we're going to do the reinforcement bar, because as I said, I could just probably put plastics in between, cover the headlights, paint it black. But I'll also leave the liability of some of the paint touching somewhere else. So, and I really don't want it to touch anywhere else. And since I don't want it to touch anywhere else, I'm probably going to pull it off the car and just paint it by itself. And then when I'm done, put it back on the car, and that is it. And then we just run back the wires again, click up everything. Once we click in everything, then we screw down everything. Once we screw down everything, we're not taking it back off. That is it. We are not taking it back off. The only thing that I said might be an issue is one of these liners. I think this is the left hand side. No, this is the right side. So we have the right side of the back. We don't have the right side of the front. So that might cause a little bit of issues. So I just gotta see if I could. Yeah, that's pretty much it for tonight. So thank y'all for watching another live on We Rebuilds. It's done. The next, once we put this thing back together, I want to say the only thing that we're probably waiting on next is the only thing that we should be waiting on is to take it to Audi and have them look into the last set of things with it. But all right, that's it for tonight, and we're gonna do some more things in the morning, or if not in the morning, later down in the afternoon. So thanks again for watching. Y'all make sure y'all stay motivated. Make sure y'all stay positive. Make sure you let the haters know that this is what we do on We Rebuilds. Okay? So anyways, catch y'all later. So we are out.